like to think of Deck of Panning as my problem child here on my channel. We've had quite a lot of issues with it in the past. If you have been on my channel for any amount of time, you will probably know the struggles that I have had with Deck of Panning. The Joker loves me. The panning gods love giving me really insane prompts. But you know what? With the new roll-in and the new year, I've actually been, touch wood, pretty lucky with this project. So today is update 1 of the new year. I've been playing with my goodies for 1 month now. I'm really excited to say I do have 1 rollout, which means 1 new card this update. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, like and subscribe, because I upload 7 videos a week here on my channel. I do a lot of project panning and a lot of bright, fun, colourful makeup looks. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around. I'm doing pan those eyeshadows, pan that palette, pan that face palette. Recently, I completely finished my Huda Beauty Summer Solstice face palette, so we're still on a high here on this channel. It is full of good times, full of joy, full of positivity. So if you like the sound of that, then definitely stick around. That being said, I really hope we don't have a bad update today because I've just promoted this positive space to you guys. I don't want to seem like a big fat liar. I'm going to start with the newest product and go up to the oldest product just to keep suspense, though all of these were rolled in last month, so maybe it doesn't actually matter, but that's what I'm going to do anyway. So I'm going to start with our first prompt, and that was the Jack of Spades, and that prompt was a powder product. Now, I decided to roll in my Too Faced powder, which already had a pretty massive pan on it when I rolled it in last month, and my goal is 50 uses on this. I was going to put a finish goal, but you know what? I'm a little bit scared of that, so I decided to do a 50 use goal instead, which I still think is a pretty big goal. And this is what we look like today. Hopefully you can see the pan has expanded a little bit. I have used this 19 times this month, so not every time I did my makeup, but the vast majority of the time. And I'm really, really happy with this progress and with this use. You can see the pan is huge. I really, really do want to finish this sometime this year. I think that would be an amazing empty to have. It is getting quite old now, as you can probably tell. I am wearing it today. It is a really, really nice powder. I really, really do enjoy it for all over my face. As I said, I've used it 19 times, so I've really gotten to know it a lot more this month. We have lost quite a lot of weight, which is amazing. So last month we weighed 65.28 grams, and this month we weigh 65.01 grams, meaning we lost 0.27 grams, which I think is pretty good. Powder products normally lose less weight than cream products or liquid products, so even having a little bit of weight loss on this is amazing. I'm really, really happy with it. I am more than happy to carry on using this pretty much every day. I don't think it'll take too long to hit my 50 uses, and hopefully by then I will have an even bigger pan and be in an even better position to completely finish this very, very soon. That would be amazing. I'm really, really hoping. Let me know, how long do you think it will take me to finish this powder? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. The next prompt was the Two of Hearts, and that was a sentimental product, and I chose my NARS Exposed Cheek palette, and more specifically the middle bronzer in this palette. Now, I chose this palette because I lusted after this when this was first released. I was a newbie to the makeup sphere, and I remember seeing this packaging and being like, oh my god, that is what dreams are made of, but at the time I was in high school, so I couldn't really afford £50 for a palette, and then I found it on sale on Relight, snapped it up a few years ago, and never looked back. And this is what we look like today. So I'm hoping you can see a little bit of usage. You can definitely tell that this bronzer is the most used in the whole palette, and my goal for this is also 50 uses. I didn't want to put a hit pan goal because I never hit pan on a NARS product before, and I don't really know how hard that is. I think it's looking really, really good right now. I'm very, very happy with this progress. I've used it 12 times this month, and we have also lost a lot of weight on this as well, which I'm really happy about. I haven't used the other shades. I have just been using this middle bronzer shade. So last month we weighed 161.36 grams, and this month we weigh 161 grams exactly, meaning we lost 0.36 grams, which again is a lot of use. These are more of a dense formula though. They're not fully powder products. They are almost like a creamy powder product. So I'm wondering if because it's more dense, the weight loss is a little bit more. That's my logic anyway. I'm not sure if that is the correct logic, but that's the theory that I'm going with. I am really, really loving it. I don't have that many bronzers that I'm working on right now, so I'm more than happy to carry on working on this. The next prompt was the Queen of Clubs, and that was pick your space. And I ended up picking primer because I am not a primer girl. I'm really not. I only have one primer in my whole makeup collection, and that is the primer that I'm about to share with you today. I'm pretty happy without primer, to be honest. I have very, very dry skin, so as long as I moisturize really well in the morning, I'm pretty good. I don't really need a primer. So with that being said, I rolled in this. This is my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, my one and only primer. It is that very, very tacky kind of primer. I've seen Beauty Bay actually released a very, very similar one recently, so that should be interesting. But my goal is to finish this. As you can see, when we rolled it in, we were at the teal line and we didn't have that much to go. And this is what we look like today. We are at the kind of orangey yellow line. So we've gone down quite a lot and we have used this 18 times this month. So not every time I did my makeup, because to be honest, I kind of forget that it exists sometimes. I'm still really happy with the progress. I think we've done really, really well. And I don't think it'll take that much longer to completely use this up. Who knows? If I actually remember to use it every day this month, we could have it done this time next month, which would be amazing. Also really scary because then I won't have any primer, which does actually terrify me quite a lot. I am a project planner, but I'm also a makeup hoarder, okay? So I've got to find this in between where I use stuff up, but also have stuff as well. And having zero primers would be terrifying to me, but I think it's a good choice. I think it really is. We have lost a hell of a lot of weight this month. I think this is a very, very dense formula. So again, like the NARS products, the denser the formula, the more weight loss every month. Now, you're not going to believe this weight loss, okay? So last month we weighed 26.92 grams, and this month we weighed 22.78 grams, meaning we lost 4.14 grams in 1 month in 18 uses. That is insane. That is such good weight loss. I was baffled. I was absolutely baffled when I weighed this. That's amazing. I don't think I've had weight loss like that in a very long time. So I'm smiling. I'm happy. I hope you're happy as well. And with that being said, we will put this to the side and hopefully have it finished next month. The next prompt was the 9 of Diamonds, and that was a pencil product. So I rolled in this. This is my collection Black Coal pencil, and my goal is to finish this. You can see we didn't have that much left last month. It was a very, very small pencil when we rolled it in the first place, so I'm kind of hoping that it won't take too long to completely finish this up. And this is what we look like today. You can see there has been a massive jump down. I did actually sharpen this just before filming and the kind of tip snapped off, so I had to kind of double sharpen it, which wasn't the best, but I'm still happy with the progress and I really think I can have this done pretty soon. The thing with these kind of pencils is you don't know how far the product actually goes down. It could stop right here or it could stop all the way down at the bottom. No one really knows until I get there. But I'm really happy with my progress this month. I know I did kind of waste a little bit of product by having to sharpen it twice, but that is out of my control, unfortunately. So last month we weighed 2.09 grams, and this month we weighed 2 grams exactly, meaning we lost 0.09 grams. And I forgot to say, I used it 22 times this month. I love a dark waterliner. I think it looks so good with my blue eyes. I really think that it makes them pop. So this has definitely been my go-to waterliner recently, and I'm just really excited to use it up. I think it's going to be such a good empty, and it's getting pretty old, so I would like to upgrade to maybe a bit more of a posher eyeliner. I don't know, because this is only a little cheapy one that I bought on the fly when I needed one. So yeah, it'd be nice to maybe have a little bit of an upgrade, and who knows, maybe this one will be gone next month as well. That would be incredible. And finally, the rollout, the thing we've all been waiting for. This was the prompt 6 of Diamonds, and that was a product on the chopping block. Now, this was a little bit difficult because I have just done a massive declutter in December, so there isn't really anything on the chopping block because I would have got rid of it in that video. But the only thing I could think of was this. This is my ABH concealer in the shade number 1, and the reason it's on the chopping block, it is very, very drying, and under the eyes, it makes my eyes look like a 97-year-old woman. It's a little bit finicky. This is what it looks like now. You're not going to be able to see any changes at all because the packaging is opaque, but I just thought, you know what, I'll just throw in some progress pictures anyway. I've used it 25 times this month, and that was my goal, 25 uses. So I have learned that when I have a breakout, this is my best friend. It is so thick that it covers breakouts really, really well, but under the eyes, not so much. I did mix this with multiple things to try and make it work for me. I found that if I mixed it with a bit of a lighter concealer under the eyes, it didn't look too bad. But I also tried to mix it with the Anastasia foundation just all over my face, and it just peeled and picked up, and it was not good. So I wouldn't recommend that. But for pimples and blemishes and redness and things like that, I do quite like it, so I'm glad that I found a use for it in my collection. I have, of course, lost some weight with this. Last month, we weighed 31.76 grams, and this month we weigh 30.20 grams, meaning we lost 1.56 grams this month. And with that being said, this guy is rolling out. Okay, that means we have one card to roll in. Now, a lot of you guys were bullying me in the comments. No, I'm joking. But you guys were saying I really need to get an actual deck of cards because I use an app and I always seem to get the Joker. So maybe now that I've got a job, I will go out and purchase a nice deck of cards. But for now, I have not done that. So we're going to have to use my app again today. So keep your fingers crossed for something good. Please, 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 please be something good. Okay, the 3 of Diamonds. Let me check this spreadsheet and see what Emily has put for this prompt. Oh my god, I didn't even say. This was made by EmilyNMax, by the way. I was just so eager to get into this update, I forgot. This project pan was made by EmilyNMax. She's amazing. Shout out to you, Emily. Oh, okay. So the 3 of Diamonds is a gifted product. I have such a good prompt for this. I'm so excited. Okay. See, this project, it put me through hell last year, but this year it's making up for it. So let me grab that. I'm really, really excited to share this with you. Yeah, I'm so excited. So I did a Valentine's Day Get Ready With Me. If you didn't see it, I'll link it up in the cards. It talks about a lot of Valentine's Day trauma and my past. I've had a very, very rough 2023, so looking back on that and then evaluating and things like that. But I mentioned in that video that my wonderful, amazing, beautiful boyfriend, basically, no one's ever done this for me before, but he said to me, I'm gonna go out and buy you an eyeshadow palette. He does not know anything about eyeshadow. He doesn't have sisters. His mum doesn't wear makeup. He knows nothing about makeup, but he said, I want to go out, I want to buy you a makeup palette. You're not allowed to influence me. You're not allowed to tell me what you like, what you don't like, what brands you want, what this, that, and the other. I did say cruelty-free and not Jeffree Star and not Morphe and things like that, but other than that, he was on his own. And you guys will know my favourite brand is the Pastel Roses. And obviously he remembered that as well. So he got me the Pastel Roses Frozen Dreams eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like inside. There's a bit of me in it. So I am quite overwhelmed with eyeshadow right now. So I think I might just do a No Pan Left Behind with this. I don't know why, but I'm finding this very hard to hold. Am I just having another stroke, or why is this so hard to hold? How do I hold this? There we go. I'll hold it like this. Okay, so I'm going to do a No Pan Left Behind. I think that's going to be the best thing for this. I recently did all the makeup I'm currently panning, and let me tell you, there was a hell of a lot of eyeshadow in that. So I don't really want to add more eyeshadow, but I want to use this because I've not used it yet. I'm looking for an excuse to use it, and it's a really beautiful palette, so yeah, I'm gonna use this. So this is it for this update, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I certainly did. This project is definitely turning around for me. I'm feeling a little bit more loved by this project pan now, and I'm very, very happy about that. Let me know what you got this round for Deck of Panning, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye!